Hey guys, what's going on? It's MSS Polage here. This is Modern Warfare 3 review part 2 because I've got so much to get through. This is I'll just go quickly. I'll talk about the gameplay for about a minute. This is a homicide MOAB that I actually spoke about in the part 1. It's on Dome Domination. I was playing with the normal suspects, Jake, Liam, Ashley. I wasn't playing with Chris. I was playing with them guys, and yeah, Mud sort of pops out of my arse, and there we go. So, Modern Warfare 3 review. What I wanted to talk about in part 2 is I would like to camouflage his proficiencies and shiz like that. I really love the the entry of the idea of proficiencies, just because it's something new to have on your gun. It's something that makes your gun different to everyone else's, like everyone would use in Black Ops, like an MP5, I don't know, an MP5K. Now you could like have focus, which makes you not flinch if you're both shooting at each other. You won't flinch as much. Kick, probably the most used proficiency, where obviously your guns have as much recoil, or in cases of different weapons like ACR, it will have pretty much no recoil. In other guns it might have a bit more. There's things like 2 attachments, which used to be a perk in Black Ops, which is now proficiency, so that's epic. We've also got things like breath, which, well, yeah, you can pretty much work out the idea of that. Stability, not as much sway. So there we go. I really like that. In like game battles, the most used proficiency is either impact or focus, which I always use focus because I get into 1v1 situations, gunfights, and it helps me a lot. So it gives me quite a bit of an advantage if they use an impact. But if you use an impact, quite often as well, people always get behind cover, and I could get people if I use impact, but I just prefer focus. That's my personal preference on that matter. So next I'd like to talk about camouflage. I think that getting gold through leveling up guns is a really good idea in my opinion. Like in Black Ops, you had to get to Prestige 14, Prestige 15. If people didn't want to Prestige, if quite a lot of people stay at 80 or the max level and don't Prestige because they don't see a point in it, that's fair enough. But I just like Prestige, and just because of the feeling of you doing it all over again, I just get the enjoyment of leveling up. Now that I'm 20th 80, yes, I'm 20th 80. Now that I'm 20th 80, I don't level up, and it's not as fun, but then again I'm getting all my guns gold and getting all the attachments stuff, getting all my challenges completed. So then again, that's the fun side of things. But back onto the camouflage, I like the way how you get gold through getting level 31 weapon. I don't like it in the way Black Ops did it, or the way COD 4 did it through headshots, because everyone would just boost on cage match, or was it Modern Warfare 2 was on headshots as well. I don't like the headshots just because of the simple fact sometimes some guns will have a lot of recoil, and someone shoots you and it gets their head a lot. Some guns you just never get headshots. I can't give you an example, but just some guns you just never get a headshot with it, so you have no chance of getting it gold. I just like it how you can get like a shotgun gold without having to get headshots, which is just completely stupid in my opinion. Get a shotgun gold through headshots. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun. I've got quite a few guns gold. I've had things like I've had the KSG gold, which I did a series on ages ago, like when Modern Warfare 3 was quite new. I did a Road to Gold for the M4A1. I've got the MSR gold now. I've nearly got the other sniper or something like that. I forgot what it's called. I'm actually on Modern Warfare 3 right now. I've got the L11 nearly gold. Dragonoff will be fun to get gold on it. It won't be fun, but it's just you don't have to get headshots. I think that's a lot better. So yeah, that is definitely a lot better compared to Black Ops, pretty much everything in my opinion is better than Black Ops apart from the weapon balance, which is my opinion. I was talking to Chris about 5 minutes ago and he said he prefers Modern Warfare 3, and on the he was talking about how he doesn't care if he gets killed by overpowered weapons like ACR. I would say is overpowered. It's like, I'll say there's a difference between overpowered and newbie weapons. I'd say a newbie weapon is like the Type 95 or the FMG 90 Kimbo. You don't see many FMG 90 Kimbo or Type 95s anymore, because if you see someone using them, really, you just think they're a complete moron. They're like, it's like, I'm not explaining this very well, but you just don't see it because it's really that newbie and that's overpowered. Like the Type 5, you can get one burst on them, and like it's shocking. You have no chance. If someone one bursts you, nothing can fire that fast that it can be just a just a quick like one burst kill. It is so overpowered. And the FMG9s, that's probably the only good FMG 9 Kimber that could probably actually beat the Type 95. Chris said he hates getting killed by. He doesn't mind overpowered. He hates newbie like the spas. Look, he doesn't mind overpowered. It's the crap weapons like the spas, completely crap. The KSG, completely crap. The javelin, which is crap, but it gets me a lot just because it's the javelin. There's just always sort of a javelin, it seems, just firing a javelin up in the air. It always just gets me on streaks and stuff. It's a bit, I don't really like that, to be honest, if I'm gonna be honest. It's just shocking how much the javelin gets me. New game modes I'll talk about as I'm getting wrong on Skype. New game modes like Kill Confirmed. I have played a lot of Kill Confirmed. Most of my score is on Kill Confirmed, and I think that's a really, really good game mode for me. I've played quite a few game modes. I've played quite a lot of each game mode with my 16-day playtime. I've played quite a bit, and what I can tell you about my favourite game was Kill Confirmed. It's like the fact that you like have to go and run and get the dog tag instead of like team deathmatch, which can go by in about 3 minutes. Kill Confirmed quite often lasts about 7 to 8 minutes. It doesn't really reach this time limit. It's pretty much always gets 65 tags, but I just like it. It's like an extended version of team deathmatch, if you know what I mean. Team deathmatch, they're just the classic team deathmatch. Yeah, everyone knows that. I've played quite a lot of Headquarters when it first came out. We had like the MSS crew, which was me, Chris, Ashley, Ryan, Ollie, and Alex, and people like that. You won't know them, but you know Chris and that. We always used to play HQ, and it was really, really, really fun. When it first came out, we'll get in a party, we'll jump into a HQ game. We'll pretty much win all the time because we just always played the objective. Always, always, always. I hate losing. I'm an objective player. Like I've got a 2.1 win loss and a 2.1 KD, so I can play the objective whilst getting a good KD instead of just like charging in like a headless chicken going for the objective whilst just getting slaughtered 70% of the time and surviving like 30% of the time. So yeah, I do know how to play objective whilst getting kills. I have to like mix them in between. It's like 50-50. I would prefer to win a game though than get a 2 KD. Like if someone offered me saying, would you rather win the game but with a 1.5 KD or lose the game with a 2.5 KD, I would say win the game with a 1.5 KD. So that's just the way I do things. I just hate losing. It's just not me. Other people like Liam just don't care. They don't care, to be honest. It's not that he doesn't play the objective. It's if we're getting triple capped and he just runs straight by flag. So he's a slayer, but I sort of class myself as a slayer and an objective player because I can do both at the same time. Like here we lose the game. It's a bit of a fail, but to be fair, I'm on a homicide MOAB streak for most of the game, and it's like a homicide MOAB. I've never had this before. I've never even tried. I've like used a homicide about no. I think this is the first or the second time I've actually used a homicide. Anyway, guys,